Hello, my name is Mark Hobart, and I'm a catastrophist and a professor of doom. Together with my colleague Kola here, we're going to present the introductory third video in the series of the Essential Concepts videos. This particular one is number 3, Catastrophic Currencies. And it'll be stored or available on the Caveat Mind YouTube channel. And there's the summary, which is also available. If you want to search for us, you can find us at Mutare Fatum, Latin for to change fate, or try Caveat Mind. It usually works. These are my references. They are displayed here. They are about money in a catastrophe or the failure of money. Catastrophic thinking requires that we think in terms of the worst case scenario. And what are our catastrophic values, assumptions of values and expectations? The caveat. There's 12 tools of caveat. Today we'll be focusing on financing and logistics because you need money. Now, to apply caveat, let's think about money. We think now that there's going to be plenty of food. Assume food is scarce. That's the worst case scenario. Our values dictate that the government will assure that the equal distribution of that food. And in a catastrophe, you have to ask yourself, what government? We expect the catastrophe will be treated the same as our disaster responses. No, that's not true. In a catastrophe, everything has fallen apart and you won't get food unless you pay for it. Understand what money is. Money is a store of value. Before civilization, everyone was a hunter-gatherer. As people developed occupations that were not food related, they needed to convert their work to value, which could then later be converted to food as the need arose. The most basic purpose of money is to transfer value to farmers and producers of food. The basic assumption is that the farmer will accept the money in exchange for food. Well, that's not always the case. And this is an interesting little book here. This one is called When Money Dies. It's about hyperinflation in post-World War I Germany, where farmers would no longer accept the German currency for food. Bad ideas for storing food value to exchange for food. Paper money, it's going to be worthless. Gold bars, too much value in one unit. How do you break it down? It also is a problem of is it really gold? How do you assay it? It could be a painted brick. Gold coins are too large a denomination to barter for a meal. Bullets and blades. You can see movies like The Terminator or The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly to see what happens when a bad guy gets bullets and blades. It doesn't go well for the purveyor or the trader. Gasoline is vital, but bulky and awkward and dangerous because it can explode. Cryptocurrency and bitcoins are no substitute for value because there'll be no electric grid, no internet, nothing. We've got to assume this is a catastrophe. And cryptocurrency will simply be wiped out. It is not suitable as a store of value. So, what do you store value in? Well, good things are food. Let's start right off with these coffees that you can pick up at motels, MREs. You can exchange that for food, but it's kind of self-defeating. I like to think jelly beans. You can trade a jelly bean for a dinner because it's sweet. Other things that can be traded, more likely, salt and pepper from these various restaurants, and little individual packages of water purifiers. That would be valuable. And finally, the iron Twinkie. These things last forever. Otherwise, you're faced with the movie The Soylent Green as a source of food. Good ideas for barter also include the essentials. Soap and shampoo in little containers will be good. So will matches, little matches. Candles, because there won't be any electricity, light was essential. I got toilet paper here, and I've got these different types of seeds. Seeds are good. The vices, I can't overlook them. These little things, you get these on, used to get them on the airlines anyway. They're little bottles of alcohol. You could certainly trade that for some meals to people who want it. Tobacco, camels, not the meat, although camel meat can be used in a pinch, but cigarettes and tobacco. The wacky weed, or something that looks like it, like oregano, might be tradable for food. And of course, maybe condoms will work. Magazines that have centerfolds, pictures in them. In a catastrophe, printing money is, of course, the best way to do it. Not currency, but chickens lay eggs. The eggs are money, which can be eaten. Better still, eggs can be hatched into more chickens, giving a new meaning to compound interest. Chickens and eggs satisfy the catastrophic principle that requires sustainability in how you approach a catastrophe. Bad ideas for barter, we've already seen too valuable to barter. Chickens, seeds, poisons and traps, dogs, because they can provide companionship, protection, and food in a pinch, but not cats, not a valuable animal. Too dangerous for barter, gasoline, bullets, and blades. Now that we've seen some idea of the store of value, what should government policies be for currency? Well, you've got to limit the printing of money. They didn't do that in Germany after World War I, leading to the death of money, hyperinflation, deficit spending. So what we need for government policy are balanced budgets. We have to crack down on counterfeiting and hoarding, and prohibiting printing of currency equivalents like food stamps. Government policies to adapt now would be to learn lessons from Nazi Germany. The Nazis took over Germany during the hyperinflation crisis, and Schacht, who was later a defendant at Nuremberg, pulled Germany out of the hyperinflation by requiring that only gold-backed, he just issued gold-backed currency. The currency was secured by gold. It limits the printing of money. We got off the gold standard. That's too bad. That was Nixon. We should still have gold-backed currency. And the gold in Fort Knox, we shouldn't be selling gold. We should be hoarding it and using it as a backing for our currency. My conclusion of all this is to start collecting your real valuables, your catastrophic valuables today. Keep lists of barterable items in your bug-out bag. They're on this after the appendix. You can go in and get the lists of barterable items to help you. Now show a little class and leave the salt, pepper, and sugar packets at the restaurants. You can buy these in boxes, and then you would have a lot of currency. Think catastrophically when you're throwing items in the trash. Today's trash will be tomorrow's money. Then I will do an appendix. Under construction, I'm working on the websites and making this stuff available, this information. Please support my efforts to become an essential. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Thank you. Here's my trademark and copyright. But you can share this information. I encourage you to spread the word. And then finally, I'll end every video with a prayer for peace. Thank you.